Welcome back to the In the Bank podcast. We are now at episode 7, featuring your two hosts, myself, as well as Jackson. Jackson, how are you doing? How has your weekend been so far?
I'm good, man. Chilling. We got to go get some food yesterday. It was a good time. See some buddies. Good. Everything's good. How you doing?
Chilling. You know, just went to Walmart. I got groceries at Walmart for the first time. I didn't know how to feel about that because I know there's kind of some stereotypes around that, but it felt good. It felt good going to Walmart, saving some money because Safeway is fucking expensive as shit now. But, you know,
At least you're getting groceries, bro.
Yeah, not perpetuating any stereotypes about shopping at Walmart. I think that might be the new move now.
Do Indians shop at Walmart? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some comedic jokes about, like, you know, it's like a poor place, like, you know, it's like a white trash place to get groceries at.
For sure.
Yeah. So, you know, I went there. There's not a lot of white trash.
There wasn't?
Saw some Asians. So,
like some. So, like, what percentage of the people at Walmart, first of all, were obese, and then second of all, were white?
Obese. I didn't really see any obese today.
Not one.
No, and keep in mind, I didn't go to Walmart specifically to get groceries. It was just like I needed to get some bedding, and I just happened because I was already there. I got groceries, but now I think Walmart's the move. I would say it was majority white, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All the other ethnicities that were there, Asian, African American, they didn't seem, you know, they seemed cool, right? There was some white trash. I cannot deny that. A couple tank tops, dirty teeth, an American hat, flag. There was some white trash. But you know, it was nice. I might honestly start going there. I think groceries at Safeway are ridiculous now. So yeah, I mean that's kind of my move.
So, dude, which Walmart did you go to?
One in Scottsdale.
Is it by off Camelback? Or not
Pima.
Camelback?
It's off Pima.
Okay. Yeah, dude, that's weird. Because Walmart's a fucking even out here. Like, you see some weird people, dude. Like, I saw. Last time I went to Walmart, there was a baby in the cart, just like abandoned, you know. And I watched it because I was like, I was kind of like scared. I was like, man, like someone better come get this thing. So I kept watch for a little bit, but I also didn't want to approach it, right? Because like, you walk up to someone's baby these days, you get fucking put in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I stood there for like 10 minutes before the lady came and got her baby.
I always feel like Walmart's a place where you see like those missing children sign at the front door. I always felt like ever since I was a kid, like every time I'd go to Walmart, there'd be some new missing kids, all the time. Some new babies who would get snagged out of the shopping cart when the mother wasn't looking.
Yeah, dude, and the greeter is the one who took them. That fucking weird ass, the Walmart greeters. Did you have a greeter at yours?
They like check the receipt and shit.
No. The ones when you walk in, they just sit there and say, "Hey." Like they're always some weird old person. That was the ones that taking the kids.
Yeah, that kid's gonna be on a milk cart, and that's missing. I think that kid got abducted.
Yeah, I mean she came back, but it probably happened later. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I mean, she was gone legit 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want to transition our first topic. You know, do you think Mr. Beast can save 1,000 children? And if he can, right, 1,000 abandoned kids, but would it be enough if he didn't do 2,000? So, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of people are upset at Mr. Beast for like curing blind people. Like, why are people mad? I don't know.
Bro, I didn't know blind was a curable thing, dude. That was news to me. It was like I cured 100 blind people. I was like, fucking how, dude? Where's this technology been? I know you're rich, but what the fuck? And so I would go on, and I think I was talking to you about it, and you were like, well, they're not actually blind. They needed, like, LASIK or something.
Yeah, they're like Jameis Winston. It was like they just needed their
Okay.
eyes fixed. Yeah.
Okay. So that's, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty cool. But, so if they're not actually blind, like, so it's, I mean, I get for the video, it's cooler to, like, give 100 kids LASIK, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you break that up into just pairs of glasses, how much more kids can see? That's my question.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Just buy those babies some frames, you know what I mean? They'll still be grateful. You'll still get the teary-eyed shots for your video.
They don't. We don't even have to do like Calvin Klein or Burberry frames. You know, just like just your.
No, dude, lens crafters. Get those babies in there.
Yeah. Wait, why were people
Put some
upset?
lead-
Yeah, why were they upset at Mr. Beast? Because now I'm a little upset.
I don't
Like,
know.
Maybe he should have got glass. No, but like, what were their reason? I can't fathom like why people were mad. Was like because he didn't help them out?
It's probably a mixture of things. It's probably like, oh, you have more money, you should save more blind kids, or like you're exploiting these kids for your content.
White woman, another pickle again.
Bro, well, that's the thing is like, and the people who are mad, it's these losers on the fucking internet, right? These absolute booger eating fucks who they haven't cured any blind kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but why?
You got to go.
I don't get it. Why are they
Why are you
mad?
criticizing the guy?
But what are they
'Cause,
mad about? I don't know. What are they mad about? I'm
Well,
trying to
that's- the
fathom.
thing
Like,
is-
it's not enough kids. It's like, all right, when you donate to a charity, is it like not enough money? I don't get it. What are they upset about? Was it the video? I don't know.
I think it might be the video, but like, here's the thing: is like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You know what I mean? Because like, especially with like people with disabilities, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know how to approach them anymore. Because like you see that like at Walmart, right? You see that guy with Down syndrome or whatever, right? And he's like going to get his he's going down the toy section, and it's like you want to be friendly, you want to go say hi, right? But if you're saying hi and you're being friendly, like I wouldn't do that with a normal person. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I treating them differently? But then if you don't do it, it's like, oh, you're a dirtbag. Why didn't you go say hi to him? You know what I mean? Like you can't win. You just can't win.
It's not fair for white women to complain about Mr. Beast videos when there were during the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests, they were posting their $15 donation on their Instagram story, like they, you know, like they're a part of the civil rights movement. You know what I mean? But
I do.
To kind of get to your point, it's like you can't win with a lot of people, but it's like I'm sorry, I still don't understand. Like he cured 1,000 kids' issues. Maybe let's give white women a reason to be angry. Go back to your point, Mr. Beast. Some contact lenses. Contacts are probably actually cheaper, right?
Over the short term, yeah. Maybe over the life of them, you'd pay more than you would for a pair of glasses. But I mean, you get those kids. I mean, I don't know, like if they're from Somalia, right? They'll just wash those babies in the river, you know, and put those babies back in. You know how many contacts you could get down there?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Beast is like probably giving like he should have done that. Give him like a big ol' chunk of contacts and a clean water well and some eye drops, like a lifetime supply of eye drops to clean those things up, right? Keep them forever moisturized. And maybe it is kind of fucked up of like Mr. Beast, right? It's like I didn't watch the video, to be completely honest, right? Because you know, I mean, I like Mr. Beast a lot, I just didn't get time to. But he didn't give. Did he give the like? Maybe we're mad because it's like, yeah, he did the eyes too, but like, how about the teeth? How about the hearing? Right? Like, you can't just like tease. You know, if you're gonna.
He's picking and choosing the disability.
Exactly.
Like, why can't
Like,
he
didn't
cure
do a
100
poll?
Down syndrome people?
Exactly.
You know
Why
what I
didn't he?
mean?
Why didn't he? Yeah. Why didn't he? How about cancer? Like, has he done anything to fight cancer?
Obviously he hasn't, and he's a dirtbag for not doing so. But so you know what I've been watching, and this might be why I'm mad, and this isn't why other people are mad, but I've been watching. Holy shit, that's a dog. If you could hear that, but what was I gonna say? I've been watching The Last of Us on TV.
Mhm.
Have you been watching that yet?
No, I don't watch that shit.
So it's about like zombies. It's like zombie apocalypse, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on HBO. Good fucking show.
Dude,
But
your dog is horny, bro.
bro, can you hear that?
Dude, your dog wants to fucking hump a leg right now. Your dog is.
You
real
can hear
horny.
that? You can hear that, motherfucker?
Yeah, he's a horny.
Let's see if I can
he's a
turn the
horny
gain
old-
down here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, we should be good now.
No, but I'm just saying, your dog is.
Oh,
your dog wants.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she's a dog for sure.
Yeah, it's not.
I gotta go take.
Is
her
she
out to
single?
take a little shit after this. I mean, it's just me and her, so I hope she is. Like, if I'm fucking the dog, I wouldn't tell you, you know. So yes, she's single. Do
So
with
we
that
go
what
back
you
to your
will.
thing with Last of Us.
But yeah, so it's like zombie apocalypse, right? It's like Walking Dead, but like
Mhm.
a little bit better. And what I'm sort of learning from that show is, like, if you can't make it, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't hack it, you're just not going to survive in the world. And so, like, survival of the fittest, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit of Darwinism here. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
why are we curing blind kids? You know what I mean? Like, just survival of the fittest if they can't hack it. That's a reason to be mad. Maybe that's why people are mad.
That's a good point because it's like a cheat code. It's like, all right, like we've been helping out all the it's like I think it's the deaf community that's mad. It's like, why don't we get hearing aids? The Invisalign community is like,
Right.
yo, why don't we get braces?
Right.
The balding community.
Well, and you could make the argument it's like setting the human race back, right? Because those people are going to go reproduce
mm-hmm.
and make other shitty genetic kids, and then like they just poop out, and then like the percentage of humans that are alive and taking up our resources are not as like genetically fit, and so over time it leads to the degradation, and that's like I don't know why there's dumb fucking people out there.
Yeah, so what Mr. Beast is trying to do, it's not sustainable, right?
Right.
It's
right.
It's like he's like, yeah, sure, he's going fishing. Like it's like he can't keep going fishing in the ocean, right? Because eventually you're gonna run out of fish, is what you're trying to tell me. And then there's like
Precisely.
and then there's gonna be like some oil left from the tanks, and yeah, maybe Mr. Beast is an asshole. Fuck.
Well, and here's another thing: is he's not doing that for himself, right? He's doing it
For other people.
or no, he's not doing it for humanity. I got flipped there. He's not doing it for other people. He's doing it for himself to be like, oh, I cured 100 blind kids. If he really wanted to put humanity forward, he would let them go into the woods and like fight each other, and then like maybe the first one, the last one left, like cure that one because those genes are going to do well, right? But the rest of them, they're not moving things forward. And at this point, everyone's talking about overpopulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we don't need a bunch of dumb blind people running around.
So you're saying like a blind Hunger Games is what Mr. Beast should have done.
I mean, he did the Squid Game video. I mean, it'd be a similar concept, right?
How would? Yeah, a blind Hunger Games would be awesome. It's like read a page of Harry Potter with whoever makes like the least amount of mistakes.
Could you imagine the scene though? Like, and I'm gonna turn a light on because it's starting to get dark in here all of a sudden. But, could you imagine like the scene? So obviously everyone's watching the Hunger Games, right? Like from TV. Could you imagine like two blind kids in the forest? They each got like a machete, right? And they're like 5 feet away from each other, but they don't know because they can't see, and they're just trying to fucking find. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be entertainment. All right, we will take a quick 30-second intermission while Jackson goes and fixes his light. Somebody has escaped from his basement, and they cut off all the power. Here we are. Anyway, quick intermission. If you made it this far, make sure you guys go follow the In the Bank podcast on all of our social medias. Likewise, I started posting my clips of my stand-up on my personal Instagram. It's _ Rohan Kapoor, Rohan _ Kapoor on TikTok, Rohan Kapoor Comedy on YouTube. So make sure you guys go search that up. Dude, it looks like a dungeon in there. You not have any like lights in there?
All right, we're back, baby.
Do you not have any like lights in there? Like what's the?
Well, I guess the bulb's out, bro.
Oh, so you're just using the ring light?
That's how. Well, the ring light was on, and then it turned off, and now we're here. That's how professional this show is. Everyone watching.
Damn, did the ring light break on you?
Yeah, it would. I think it like the plug fell out, you know. And so I just tried to turn the lights on because I was like, "Fuck it." Hence, I tried to turn them on. Bulb was out. Here we are today.
All right. Anyway, back to a blind Hunger Games. Yeah, Mr. Beast.
Correct.
So just to recap, Mr. Beast, what he should have done was instead of curing 1,000 kids' blindness, he should have just got 1,000 blind people in like a Squid Games type environment, so they can compete for a pair. First place gets LASIK, like the surgery. Second place gets contact lenses. And third place gets a pair of glasses from just like one of those default ones. I think that'd be a better idea.
Right, and also he's saving money, right? Because he does this fucking LASIK video, and he does the Squid Games video. Combine the two.
Yeah.
That's less resources going into content. You make it a two-parter, you get the same amount of clicks. Mr. Beast, hire us.
Yeah, honestly. Well, what would be some of the games? Like, I would think, like... So, one, we said get two... What would be the first game? If there was a blind person Squid Games, what would be the first one? A variation of red light, green light. Should we just do it with, like, stop signs? And then it's like
no. What it should do? What they should do is just red light, green light, right? But because they can't see it, they have to guess. And if they're running while it's a red light, they're fucked.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Know?
Are we? So that would be more so of like a colorblind game, right? So
Yep.
So we have the colorblind guys. I think we could probably divide that up. So the colorblind guys, they have to use the what do you call it? Like the traditional lights, like the red, amber, yellow, whatever, or green, yellow, red. The people who just have shit vision, I just say they just have like a stop sign that flips both sides. One that says stop, one that says go, right? I think that would be a fair. I think that would be a fair game. So then, what was the second game in Squid Games?
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Okay, I think it was they have to like carve like some treat, right? Like they have like a like a caramel, like a thing, and they like carve it without cracking it, like a cookie, right? It's like they have to carve a shape out of a cookie, without cracking the cookie. The blind people. Yeah, what would the
you got to do that without cutting your fingers off?
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Or what else?
Read a page of Harry Potter.
I was just gonna say read something out loud to the group, and if you fuck up, you die. What else would be a good one? Oh, here would be a good one. Is put different things in the blind people's mouth and have them tell you what it is. And if they're wrong, they die.
So
that'd be a fun one.
So there's a reverse. Is this a reverse? It's like a reverse mukbang. It's like, all right, you're not. We're not telling you what you're eating. You're just gonna. You just
well,
gotta
I mean,
guess.
yeah. Like last week we talked about sucking our own dicks, right? And you said specifically. I remember you said I would know if it was a dick in my mouth, right? Which is weird from you because you said you've never done that. I don't know how you would know that, but what I do want to say is we test that in these people, right? Because you know what they
Interesting.
say, when you lose one sense, the others are heightened, right? So their sense of taste should be even better than yours. Hitherto, therefore, you know, they should be able to know what's in their mouth. I'm not saying we put dicks in their mouth. That's kind of cruel, but like, you know.
Yeah. Like any like different.
What flavor of ice cream is this? And then if they're wrong,
Yeah, but that can more so like, even if you had like a blindfold, it doesn't matter if you're blind or not. I think maybe like when you go to the eye doctor, right? It's like you
Mhm.
have like the big letter there.
and make them do that.
I think Mr. Beast, if you want it for the blind video, I think it just should have been that. If you were able to get Mr. Beast should have got a bunch of blind people, had the eye doctor test, and whoever was able to get to the bottom row, they get LASIK. Second to last row, they get contact lenses. Third row, they get some shitty glasses, and then if you couldn't get past the second row, you know, like they
You know what I
castrate
like about
you.
that too?
Yeah, they should castrate you.
You know what I like about that too
Mhm.
is it's like anti-socialist. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because like in that world, it's like whoever is the worst will give you LASIK, right? But it's like the guys who need LASIK less will ball out for you,
Yeah.
and if you actually need it, fuck you. You and your line are ending today,
Yeah, exactly.
and I like that.
Exactly,
I
and
like that.
it's
I
like
think we need more of that.
exactly, and the good thing is it like people with like so the people who really need the LASIK, right? Like they have the shittiest genes, right? The other
Yep.
the guys who were like kind of like they don't really need it, but they might benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
They just may have like watched too much TV as a kid. Their eyes are kind of
Right.
screwed up. Looked into the sun a little bit too much. That's why they have bad eyes. So their genes are not all that bad, and their genes are probably recessive, right? They're gonna get swept under the rug after having families of kids. The people with the good eye, with the really shit eyes, we're saying bye, right? And I think if you can't even get past the first letter, they castrate you. So, Mr. Beast, like, this is why I think I came into the show not knowing why people are mad, but
Mm-hmm.
like Mr. Beast isn't evolving humanity forward. He's kind of dragging us back
Right.
with that.
He's just doing it for himself. He's like, I think it'd be fun to watch a lot of blind people cry because they can see. You know what I mean? Like he's obviously super successful. We just asked you to hire us. We would totally take that job. Hate mine right now. But Mr. Beast, like, you need to, if you want to sell this thing like you're for other people and you're for the rest of the world, you can't you got to actually provide utility instead of dragging us down with these disabled people who are going to hold us down. Like, we were talking about the zombie apocalypse. Like, you think those people are going to be able to hack it? No. They're going to be the first ones.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, would you, like in your group, right? Would you want 100 blind people? No. It's like it's like you're be a shepherd and there's fucking wolves everywhere. You got to keep all these sheep safe. Like, no, absolutely not.
Agreed. What group? Let's. I want to build on that. Like, what disability do you think would be like the strongest one to have on your team? Like, if you had to go to Iraq with like a group of like with a certain group of disability, right? Like, what do you want?
I'd want some kind of autism. You know, like probably like an Asperger's, like
exquisite. Yes.
Yeah, like in The Walking Dead, there's the guy with the mullet. I don't remember his name, but like he's super smart and he like figures out how to manufacture bullets, you know? Like that's a valuable skill, right? And because he's like, and I think they don't say this explicitly, but I think like that character is supposed to be like kind of Asperger's-y, you know what I mean? Like that's what I would want. That'd be my disability cuz you know, and like they would be an asset in that situation as opposed to like, you know, if you can't walk, that's a problem, you know. If you there's a lot, all the other ones pretty much you don't have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'd choose. This is a shocker. I'd actually like to have like little people in my army.
Okay. Explain.
So, for one, they can crawl into like all the smaller, little tighter spaces, right? You know, when they say like get down, right? They won't have
They're
to.
already there.
They're already exactly. They're already there. It's
It is a smaller target for other humans, but where you're losing out there is mobility. They're not going to be able to get around very quickly or very, whether it's over a long distance, like say, again,
I have that
there's
covered.
all those scenes.
I have that covered though.
Okay.
Well, we're not going. Well, we're not going like full, right? Let's just say we go like half and half, like
Okay.
normal sized people in half. They're like backpacks.
These are specialists.
Yeah.
These are specialists in your army. It's not the whole army. Like these are your Navy SEALs, you know?
Exactly. Like these are. This is
With the paint on their face.
Yeah. This is like the SEAL team. Was it like the SEAL Team 7 or whatever the hell it's called?
6, yeah.
SEAL Team 6. So this is SEAL Team 3.
It's the least American
Yeah.
thing I've ever heard you say ever.
What I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
SEAL Team. It's
You
SEAL.
don't even know.
Yeah. It's so. This is SEAL Team 3. We're gonna cut that in half, right? So they're more so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're gonna be like
Nice.
Gaddafi. He was hiding in a hole, right?
Right. We'd get him a lot faster.
Significantly faster. Why carry a backpack? Why not have a dwarf in like a baby vest, right? Because think about it. You know who's watching your backside. You put some dwarfs in the
Right.
baby thing. Give them a gun, right? Your
100%.
backside is now you have eyes on the back of your
Always
head.
covered. Always got your 6 covered.
Yeah, well, 3.
Someone's always on your 6.
Yeah, well,
Well, it's your 6 because you're full. It's their. You got their 3 though.
yeah.
But also, you know, like, did you? I'm sure you've seen Star Wars before. You know,
Uh-huh.
you know, like in the X-wing, like you put your little R2D2 up in there,
Exactly.
and you have it, and it's like doing all the tasks, and it's like sort of calling the shots a little bit.
Mhm.
Like that's your little R2D2 on your back there.
Exactly.
You know,
So that's why I think it's like I think getting dwarfs is probably the strongest one. Like, yes, they can't move on foot very fast, right? And they'll probably trip on themselves, right? Like, if you've ever seen a dwarf run, it's hilarious, right? It's really funny.
It is.
It's really
It is.
funny. It's cute, but it's also really funny, right?
It's not if you don't think it's funny, you are part of the problem because you don't have a sense of humor and you're not silly enough and you take things too seriously and you're no fun. You're no fun because it is funny.
Like, it's like a
It is.
dwarf. Like, imagine now a dwarf trying to run in some sand. You know what I mean? Like, we're in the middle. We're in Iraq here, right?
With a full size gun.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like it barely like hold the thing. It's right. What would you name it? So you know how like you know, did you ever see that movie with the gerbils and all the gerbils were spies and they called it G-Force when we were a kid?
I already said SEAL Team 3.
SEAL Team 3. That's right. You did.
SEAL Team
I like
3.
that. SEAL Team 3.
Yeah, who's what are like common military like names? Like the captain, we'll call the captain of this team the Halfton, right?
Hafton.
Yeah, the Halfton. Our sniper.
Oh no! What's I just had it and I lost it. Fuck it, duck. The sniper would be something that I had and it's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever.
Yeah, it's not something.
Gotta call one of them short round.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
If there's an Asian one, he's short round.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. If there's one who likes skateboarding, call him half pipe. What else? I don't know. So here's another question. Related, but not super. If you had a midget as a child, what would you name him or her? Just something normal?
Nah, it gotta be like funny,
Mm-hmm.
like a Chuck. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like a funny name, like a Chuck.
You know what would be funny is if it had the voice, that some of them have. And you introduce, hey, I'm Chuck. And, like you had to, it's just I don't know, dude. They're funny, man. They really are, and that's other than being special operators in our post-apocalyptic scenario. They just bring a smile to people's faces.
Yeah, I've been seeing.
And that's a huge asset in the zombie apocalypse. Everyone's stressed as fuck, They just need a little smile. And fucking Chuck comes waddling down the street. Like, it's a good...
running through the sand and running through the top.
Keeps
of
everyone
Iraq.
human. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a rise. People. First, I have no issues with little people, midgets, dwarfs, whatever they like to be called. There has been a rise in. I'm going to say little person. I think that's what they like to be called, and I want to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
There has been kind of a rise in like some of that little person, pornography, right? There's been a rise there.
Mm-hmm. Is there really? I wouldn't know anything about that. I am not a purveyor of that.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I've never looked into it. I mean, I've heard of nugget porn.
Of course not.
Yeah, I've heard of nugget porn, right? Do you know what nugget porn is?
I have, yeah. It's no arms, no legs, right?
And there's two people, and they kind of just, it's like they're taking the bread out of the oven, you know what I mean? But they keep putting it back in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
I've heard of that, yeah. Again, I've never seen it.
No, but there's some weirdos, yeah.
Of which I'm definitely not one.
Yeah, I mean, no one was questioning that.
I just wanted to, make it
clear. I understand.
I don't. For the camera, I don't watch nugget porn.
I mean, I wouldn't be like opposed to like seeing it like once, like I saw Two Girls One Cup years ago. That was disgusting.
I honestly, okay, hear me out here. I've seen worse.
Like purposely? Well, I didn't watch that shit purposely either. But like, I mean, I've seen shit come across my timeline that's like disgusting. Like people like retweeting shit as a joke.
Did you ever see Mr. Hands?
No.
So that was one. It was a guy got fucked by a horse in his ass, and it killed him. It like blew out his intestines because they have massive horse cocks. You know what I mean? And so they get this horse all excited, and the guy's like bending over, and the horse gets up in there, and comes out, and it kills him.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
he died.
That was one. Yeah, he died. The guy died. It killed him. It like blew out his intestines, like his inner stomach lining like exploded because it went all the way up and just fucking like they had huge members. He died. Yeah.
Dude, imagine living your life just to say you got killed because you wanted to fuck a horse. You went 30 years of your
funeral, right?
Could they even do open casket?
Well, you're definitely not doing. I hope to God you're not doing open casket, but like you have to get up there and talk about this guy. Like, well, Jeremy, like, do you address it or do you just like pretend it's a normal thing? Like, Jeremy loved his family and like really, worked hard and he was a funny guy. I like being around him. Or do you go up there and be like, listen, Jeremy liked to get fucked by animals, but other than that, he's a pretty cool guy. Like, do you like what? That's a weird ass funeral. His parents are there. They're probably embarrassed as hell. They're like, I raised this thing.
If I'm the parents, I'm not inviting anybody to the funeral.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't do that. If my kid died, I might not even show up. Honestly, if my kid died because he wanted to fuck a horse, like that's on me as a parent. Like, what the fuck where did I mess up?
Yeah, I'd be profoundly embarrassed. Like, I'd be looking at my life, like, where did I go wrong to allow this to happen? You know what I mean? Like, this is a travesty. You know, like, why couldn't my kid just get hit by a car? He had to go like fuck a horse.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
that's got to be a rough funeral. That's honestly more selfish than curing 100 blind kids. It's like,
yeah.
You're just leaving your loved ones to pick up the pieces of your intestines. Yeah, he died. You see the one where the guy sat on the glass jar? That's another one.
No, I wanna just kind of go back to the, like, when did this horse thing happen? Like, how many years ago?
It was around that, like, same 2 girls, 1 cup. The guy sitting on the glass jar, I think, was Lemon Party. But I don't think that's the name. The guy sits on a glass jar and it like breaks and it like shatters glass all over his like dick, balls, and asshole. There's another one. 2 Kids, 1 Sandbox, where the chick is like, she's got like a cucumber and she's like fucking the guy's dick hole with it. That's another one.
Okay,
It was like an era.
So I'm reading the case
Era
right now.
of a lot of these.
Okay, yes, I'm reading the case right now. All right, so this is a case. So this was involving Kenneth D. Pinion, who was an engineer who worked with boring. Or let me restart. So the Enkumclaw horse sex case was a series of incidents in 2005 involving Kenneth D. Pinion, an engineer who worked for Boeing and resided in Washington. James Michael Tate, a truck driver and an unidentified man, filmed and distributed zoophilic porn of Pinion receiving anal sex from a stallion under the alias Mr. Hands. After engaging in this activity on multiple times over an unknown span of time, he received fatal internal Pinion received fatal internal injuries over such incidents. So he kept doing this.
Correct.
Okay, who got charged? So the videographer, James Michael Tate, was charged with criminal trespass. The owner of the farm were not aware that the men had entered the property to engage in bestiality. The third man was not charged since he was not invisible in the videos. And Tate entered an Alfred plea, a form of guilty, so the same thing Gunna took, which maintains that they factually innocent, but acknowledges that the evidence would likely lead to conviction and thus accept being convicted. And he got a suspended 1 year. The judge gave the guy a suspended 1 year sentence, a $300 fine, 1 day of community service, and this guy's not allowed to ever visit a farm again.
That's fair. I'm okay with that. That's a firm punishment, but I'm okay with that.
So
clearly, he
loves
animals.
Yeah, why would this guy agree to want to fuck a horse? He was a Boeing engineer.
That's exactly why. He was how old? How old did it say he was?
He was born in 1960. He died in 2005.
So he's 45 years old. So that's classic. So this guy, grows up, probably had dreams, and goes to college, learns how to become an engineer. Is probably pretty good at it, right? Goes to work at Boeing, and wakes up one day and he's 40. He turns 40 something, and he's like, I have not lived my life like I wanted to. Like I've got nothing real to show for it. And he's like, how do I spice things up and like really, make an impact and like really make myself remembered? Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just making sure my mic works. But he wants to be remembered, right? He wants to make an impact on the world, and how's the best way he's going to do this? He's going to let a horse fuck him and film it and put it on the internet.
You know what is the good thing? And this is why he might be more what they did might be better for humanity than Mr. Beast, right? Because now we know we're not supposed to fuck a horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Beast has put an unrealistic expectation of curing blind people.
Yeah.
This guy just gave it straight up.
No.
There was no editing.
100%, right? And it's also, it's a cautionary tale, right? Like, if you're, if you're stuck, if you're feeling stuck, right? Like, maybe just hold out a little bit longer until you start fucking animals, because the light might be at the other end of the tunnel and you'll die. You'll die, and your family will have to explain at your funeral that you died getting fucked by a horse, and you had done this multiple times. Put it on the internet. But also, like a young Jackson, like you were saying, right? I saw this video. I was probably 2005. I didn't see it that young. I probably saw it when I was like 11, 12 years old, right? I learned that you shouldn't, like, horses are dangerous.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you're, like, something, we were talking about, like, the zombie apocalypse and how, like, you need people who understand how to survive. Like, people these days kind of don't understand, especially, like, the people who are, like, vegans and shit.
Yeah.
They don't understand that, like, nature is inherently dangerous, right? Like, polar bears are on the Coke bottle. You know what I mean? Oh, everyone loves a polar bear. That thing would fucking eat you and shit you out and not think twice about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that thing is a vicious killer, and it's like it's genetically over thousands and millions of years become what it is to kill, and like it would do that to you without batting an eyelash. A horse has a massive cock, and if you want to have sex with it, it's a dangerous thing. Nature is dangerous.
Jesus.
Like, you can't just go
Horse riding
willy-nilly. And
that's the greatest horse rider of all time. I think, like, when a guy really dies for the sport, right? You hear about it in football. It's like, I'm going to die for my brothers tonight. There's a lot of horse riders, a lot of smaller guys. But they're tops, right? This is really
quite the jockey.
Yeah, they're the top. He let the horse ride him. He was just before his time.
Yeah, he became, how like in golf, in Caddyshack, Chevy Chase, be the ball, be the ball. He was it, man. He was riding that wave.
Man.
Have you seen Point Break?
Nah.
With Keanu Reeves? It's an old movie. But at the end of the movie, so the long story short, right? Keanu Reeves works in the FBI, and he's trying to catch these guys who are robbing banks in Southern California, right? And it turns out they're these surfers. And he becomes one of the surfers and starts working undercover to catch them. And he becomes friends with the main guy. His name's Bodie, right? Played by Patrick Swayze, rest in peace. But he becomes one of these surfers, and he starts getting their vibe, right? Like, you got to live in the moment. You got to fucking take life by the balls, ride the wave. So at the end of the movie, they catch Bodie down in Australia for, like, the mega storm of the century, right? And he wants to go ride the wave. And Keanu can't let him do that. He's got to bring him in, right? And Patrick Swayze's like, I need this. Let me have this. And so he lets him go. And all the police and the helicopters and shit, they're like, why'd you let him go? And Keanu Reeves is like, he won't come back. And, like, you just see the last scene of the movie is Bodie, like, surfing on this massive 400-foot wave, like, to his death, and just rides the wave. That's what this guy was doing, just with a horse cock.
That's, I mean, who other horse jockeys do we know about? This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT.
Zero.
Kareem brought this guy hook.
Yep.
Mahomes brought
this guy.
The no-look pass from Mahomes. Yeah, Kareem brought the sky hook. Mahomes got the no-look pass. James Harden step back. And then we had Mr. Hands, the guy who rode the first ever bottom to ride a horse. That's rest in peace, man. Fuck, we were like shitting on his funeral. I wish I was there. This is a guy who just loved the sport.
I wish we were there to provide this perspective, because I doubt his loved ones felt this way. You know what I mean? There's no way they did. They were not happy about this. So I wish we were there to, like, hey, I get it, but this is a good thing. This is a good thing for people.
Rest in peace, man. I'm gonna get a poster of that guy. One of the greats.
Mr. Hands.
One of the greats.
Thank you
One of the
for all you've done, man.
Thank you.
And imagine he just keeps being an engineer, right?
No, who cares? Yeah, he's not game changing. No one's attempted. Like no one does the skyhook anymore. Only Kareem could do it. Nobody's riding a horse from the bottom. Mr. Hands.
I'm not gonna go fuck a horse.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
yeah. Like I don't ride horses, right? But you got to respect the
He'd probably
sport.
still be alive, just miserable.
Yeah,
You know, just fucking God. Imagine he's just still sitting there, fucking. But another way to look at it is, it's never too late, right? Even if he was sitting here today in 2023, you know, pray to God the monkeypox and COVID didn't get to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pray to God he's sitting there in 2023. Maybe this is when he wants to make an impact, right? Like, it's never, for all of you out there who want to make a change, it's never too late. Go fuck that horse.
Go fuck a horse.
Metaphorically, you know, like, don't actually do that, but go fuck your horse, because that's what you're here to do.
Fuck, bro, I'm about to cry.
Me too.
That's inspirational.
Yeah.
I
I just hit myself in the chest.
Yeah. I gotta get a poster. I think I might. You see this Jordan poster? I might gotta replace it. Right here with the Mr. Hands poster.
Yeah, you said you were gonna do that with Brendan Schaub, and then you.
Dude, those Brendan Schwab. I'm trying to get like a thick boy poster, right? I need one of those. I definitely need a Brendan Schwab poster.
Just order it online. It's probably not that hard.
All right, let's see.
What do you mean you're trying to get it?
I want one
You
that
can
I
do it
want
right
one
now.
that's like I want a Brendan Schwab poster of him doing the like dicey, you know what I mean? Like I want like
Do you get a fat head? Get a custom fat head.
no, but it needs to be like I need Brendan Schwab. I want everybody who watches to tag Brendan Schwab in the comments, okay? I need a poster to put right here above the Jordan one. We're going to put Jordan right here. We're going to keep Kobe. There's Usain Bolt. We're going to put Mr. Hands where the Usain Bolt one is. And we're going to put you right here where it's your thing. And I wanted just to say dicey. All right. I need you to autograph it for me, Mr. Schwab. I want your thick boy tequila as well. And your dog is horny again, but I want your thick boy tequila. I want that poster right here. Mr. Schwab, I've said this before. If there were 1 million Brendan Schwab fans, I am one of them. If there were 100,000 Brendan Schwab fans, I am one of them. If there were 0 Brendan Schwab fans, it must mean I'm dead because I am a Brendan Schwab fan till I die. All right? Dicey is the greatest punchline ever told. And I would like to put a Brendan Schwab poster right here, and then maybe we could put like Whitney Cummings here as well.
I dig it.
Yeah,
I dig it.
All right. Let's speak about something a little more stupid or less stupid. We have been doing stand-up, so if anyone's made it this far, you know, just kind of our stand-up stuff. Open mics suck, right? They are awful. They're so unbearable to go through. I like people screaming. What have been some of the worst ones or the weirdest ones you've seen so far of the open mics we've ever been through?
Well, we've talked about a lot of them. We talked about the digger guy. We talked about the guy who wanted to circumcise babies. We talked about those were all early on though. Recently,
were you there when that old guy started doing poetry?
You
there?
That was a tough one.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that though, actually. Because like I don't know. I'm starting to like the bad ones a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're memorable.
Like that guy goes up there. Because you know, like you and I and like other people get up there, right? And we're like trying material that like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know what I mean? And it's all no one's really listening to that. But some old guy, like fucking who looks like Santa Claus, like went on a meth bender, gets up there and starts like just doing poetry off the dome, by the way. Wasn't even reading it. Was rhyming. He was like fucking Slim Shady up there. Dropping bars, right? Like that gets my attention, and it's hilarious. Like, I don't know if he was trying to be funny, but it was so funny, dude. I like that one. And like the lady who went up and just started talking about like doing crack. You remember her on Thursday?
Yeah.
She gets up there and just like 10 seconds in, you have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. But it's just up there and is like, I was doing crack and like just keeps bouncing like from left to right, front, center. Like it's telling 4 different stories at once, all about like doing drugs, but like it's all different shit, and you have no idea what the fuck she's talking about. Like that's hilarious to me. That is so funny to me. Like it's because it's just they're up there, and it's like, and they know they're bombing, right? Because like when we're up there, right, and we start bombing, like you feel it, you feel the bomb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they're like Mr. Hands, dude. They get on that wave, and they just ride that baby out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
I love it.
Yeah, I honestly, like when you think about it, when you go to these open mics, for people who are trying, it's just trying to test jokes, see if there's anything that sticks. But the memorable ones are the people who like suck really bad. Like that first time we ever went when there was the baby circumcision guy, right? There were some really funny people that night. I do not remember a thing about what they said. I really didn't. The ones I remember are like the really creepy ones who went up there and did some demonic shit, right? And it just scared the living shit out of me. So I'm just like maybe starting to think, listen, if you want to make a name for yourself in your local comedy space, you just gotta honestly just do some weirdo shit, really.
Yep. And it helps to have like a gimmick, right? Like it helps to have, like if you're Santa Claus going up there and dropping bars, like that's memorable, right? The fact that circumcised baby guy, we still remember him, and like he didn't really have a gimmick. He just went up there and like talked, for 5 minutes. Like the fact we still remember him, that's a great set. It really is. In terms of impact, right? He's I mean, I probably will never forget that till I die, because I was legitimately fearing for my life. I thought he was going to whip a Uzi out of that jacket and just open up on us. You know what I mean? I literally sent my family a text. I was like, guys, I really just, I appreciate you all. Yeah, I sent them one of those because just in case.
Yeah. For more context for the clip, the first ever open mic we went to, there's a hat. They put your names in the hat and they draw. So the first guy who ever went up, he started talking. He seemed normal when he got up there, well dressed, nothing creepy about the guy. And then he looked down and he just started mumbling about how circumcising babies is demasculating humanity and how he hates his therapist for 5 minutes. It was so awkward. I will never forget it. It is the most memorable set I've ever seen live.
Yep. And I'm sure you'll agree with what I'm about to say here, but feel free to disagree if you don't. It's not even what he said, right? He goes up there, talks about like fucking cutting the skin off babies and like fucking, I want to murder my therapist. Like, it's not what he's saying, right? There's a lot of jokes out there. It's how he said it. It's how he went up there and completely deadpan, like made it seem like he was going to shoot everyone in that room and then himself. And that is commitment.
That's a killer
Maybe
act.
comedy's not the thing. I think he could pull it off. If it's not, get into acting, because the commitment to the part. Like he could have pulled off Jeffrey Dahmer. Are you kidding me?
Oh, easily.
Fucking give that guy an Oscar, bro.
Yeah, well, Dahmer, the dude, he won a Golden Globe.
Yep.
Anyway, all right, we're approaching an hour here. Any more final thoughts before we wrap it up?
I don't know. I want to talk about this, and if it turns out that it's bad, we can cut it because we're at the end here.
Mm-hmm.
But in the news recently, there was a guy about 25 years old, and he was dating another. Yeah, you're starting to laugh because you know where this is going.
Yeah.
He's starting to date another 25-year-old who looks like she looks no more than 9. All the captions say she looks like she's 8. I give her 9, but she's not 10. She's not 10. And I want to know what you think about that.
How long have they been dating?
I don't know. Let's say, does it matter?
Yeah, that matters.
Okay.
If they've
Okay,
been,
so
if
let's
they've been
say
dating
6
since
months.
6 months.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I need to see a picture of her first.
She's not 8. She's 25. Yeah, look her up because she looks not 10. She looks like a Girl Scout. Like there's no like beating around the bush. Like this guy has a particular taste.
Okay, I'm trying to find a picture. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
So, does she have like some disability that makes her like?
I don't know. Maybe not. I went to college with a girl. She was on my team, and super nice, super cool person. But she was very short, and like depending on the setting, like she posted an Instagram the other day where she was skiing and she was in ski clothes, and she looked very young as well. Not this young, nowhere close to this young, but a lot younger than she is. So I think it's just one of those people. So what do you think?
All right, you know how? All right, I couldn't do it. I personally couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
She maybe really likes her personality. I don't know. I can't give it. This is tricky. This is tricky. I don't.
I want a hard.
No, I can't rock with
That
it.
was
I
loud.
can't rock with it. No, I can't rock with it.
You're not about
No,
it?
I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it, so I want to say no. But I don't know. I just saw one picture of her.
Let's say it was me. What do you think? What would you tell me?
No, like find somebody else, bro.
But what if I'm just like, hey man, especially it's 2023, dude. Love is love. Love is love, dude.
I don't know. This sounds like something out of an R. Kelly album. I couldn't.
But she's fine, and
It's legal.
from her
You know what?
perspective, right?
Legally.
Like someone's got to do it. She's just gonna die alone. Someone's got to do it.
Is it a disability she has that's preventing her from growing up?
I don't think so. No, because I think the disability should look like Hasbullah.
Yeah, then let me see. Hold on, dude. I can't.
She just looks 9 years old.
Let me see. Nah, no. Dude, no way. Yeah, have you seen her picture? Have you seen it up close? No way. Absolutely not. Okay, I just saw from afar.
Why not?
Dude, that looks like a little kid, bro. That looks like a little kid. That's like creepy.
But she's not.
Yeah. Okay. So she began from. Okay, so there was a disability. She had.
Okay.
Okay. She had her growth was stunted due to treatment she received as a child for brain cancer.
Right. She deserves to get pounded too.
All right, okay. Calm down. I would not be able to
What?
do
'Cause
it.
So what are you saying, Rohan? What are you saying? Are you saying because she had brain cancer, she doesn't deserve to get her guts absolutely fucking rearranged by
All right,
some
dude,
guy?
calm down. This is crazy.
Are you saying she doesn't deserve it? Like, if she wants to live that life, she's 25, she's a consenting adult. What's wrong with it?
Fuck it. Yeah, it's okay. She's 25 years old. Right? I wouldn't be able to do it. I
Right?
wouldn't be able to be attracted. By no means,
it's not me.
I would not be able to be attracted to her. 100% no.
No, it's not me. It's not me.
Right?
But this guy,
He's not a bad-looking guy either. Like, he's not. He's fit.
public service.
He's not a bad-looking dude.
Yeah, the heart wants what the heart wants, dude. And he wants a 9-year-old.
I guess. Oh my god.
I mean, that's a great loophole too. Maybe we should give more kids that, and then we wouldn't have to
get more kids brain cancer.
No. Like the thing that happened because of the brain cancer. You know, can we even give kids? I mean, we could. We could just put their head in a fucking microwave. Anyways, I'm saying we figure out how to isolate that gene, right? And then people you know those girls who are like, I like an older guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could just do it to all of them. And then, all those older guys who are in prison, just, let them do that. Right? It's 2023. Love is love, right? Love is love.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, boss. I do not know about that one. So you're kind of giving an out.
You're telling me.
So you want to help you want to give an out to R. Kelly, hey, a barely legal.
I mean, if he can keep making music, I think that benefits everybody.
Oh Jesus Christ, bro. Are you a big Chris D'Elia fan?
That's a good question. I used to be. I wouldn't say big. I if he had a special come out, I used to watch it though every time. You know, he was one of those. He's not he's never. I would if you're who are your favorite comedians? He wouldn't have been on my list ever. But it was oh, Chris D'Elia put out a special. I'd be oh, I'll check it out. You know, and I'd enjoy it. I'd enjoy the hour. Right? He's married now. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Imagine being his wife. Imagine being at that wedding. You know, you're one of the bridesmaids. And you're sweetie, you sure? And she's yeah, I just love him. It's and he loves kids.
Yeah. So I'll yeah. What awkward. I don't know. No, really.
I think we're chilling. We're just talking about Chris D'Elia. Have you seen his recent stuff? He's doing podcasts with he's doing it with Brendan, your boy. So you must have seen him. Yeah. He's got a tattoo on his neck, and he's doing podcasts with Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen. Yep. I kind of like him. He's good at setting people up. You know what I mean? He doesn't mind being I like him. I like his vibe. You know, it's an odd crew though. You got Brian Callen, who's Brian Callen, right? And you got Brendan Schaub, who's Gringo Poppy Picasso, and you got Chris D'Elia, who likes fucking kids. I don't think so. Maybe they did. I don't know. I just know they started doing a podcast afterwards. It started probably a year ago. They would have he made this character called Right Chris, because he'd be I'm on the left, but they say dumb shit and it makes my right Chris come out. It was actually a funny bit. We're at an hour here. Yeah, I'm not a proponent of getting R. Kelly out of prison. If that wasn't clear, I just want to make that clear. Ride your horse.